It all begins with one, the power of one, coming together to change the world. Join Vice Mayor Melissa P. Dunn and the City of Lauderhill for the first annual Lauderhill Heroes Award, recognizing ordinary people doing extraordinary things. Celebrate the power of one. See who's making a difference in Lauderhill at 6 p.m. September 10th at the Chateau Mar Golf Resort. Bring the family, invite a friend. Tickets are only $25 and available at lauderhill-fl.gov/heroes.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Dunn Wisdom Morning Show. I am your host, Melissa P. Dunn, CEO of MD Marketing Network and founder of this Dunn Wisdom movement. And as you just heard, also Vice Mayor in the beautiful city of Lauderhill. You know, I love honoring people who are doing amazing things, especially ordinary people who are winning at life, winning at business, and also finding the time to serve our community. And that's why we created the Lauderhill Heroes Award. It is scheduled for this Saturday at the Chateau Mar Golf Resort. And I invited my friend and the event planner for the event, Natasha the Diamond Butterfly, to come on and talk to us about it today. Hey, Natasha.
Hey, how are you?
I am well. Good to see you. Good to see you. You're a little bit frozen on my end. But, you know, let me tell you, you've heard me talk about the circle of abundance. Abundance is energy, right? It is a cycle of giving and receiving. It is when everyone not only make sure that they are living their life on purpose, that they're executing on that purpose intentionally, but then they also create time to give back to the community. And sometimes it's a little bit challenging to do that if you're so busy, right? But if you make it a priority, you find the time, right, Natasha?
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. I think that sometimes, especially as busy professionals or busy business people, it's hard to find that space. But I think it's important to carve out the time, not only carve it out, but be intentional about allowing that space or time for you to give back. Like I think that's important. Absolutely.
Well, for sure. Very important. Your camera went out there, Natasha. Very important. Let's talk a little bit about who some of the honorees are. So heroes stand for healthcare, entrepreneurship, research, opportunities. I forgot what the other E stands for, and also service. And we have some heavy hitters in this category. The event is scheduled for this Saturday. And we intentionally reached out to the community and asked them, who do you believe are people that are influential in the city of Lauderhill? Some of them really don't live in the city, but they serve in the city. Who are the most influential folks, and why should we honor them as heroes? The whole idea for this award was inspired by a couple who came to the commission meeting with a check for $11,000 that they wanted to donate to our park department. And I'm listening to their story. You know, this couple had been around in the city of Lauderhill for a lot of years. They led the Optimist Club, and they brought their own children through the sports program at the city of Lauderhill and mentored hundreds of other children, retired, and yet still they were serving, yet still they were taking their hard-earned money and donating it, not to the city, but to the children who the city's parks department served. And I thought, wow, this couple, they are really a Lauderhill hero. And so I asked myself, well, are there other people in our community like them? Regular people, everyday people who just decide that they're going to serve. Sometimes service doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be where you're writing a check for $11,000 or where you are, the chairperson of a committee. Sometimes service is just helping your neighbors. Sometimes service is just seeing that person across the street that's struggling to make ends meet, that's struggling to ensure that, their children get from point A to point B, and saying, how can I help? May I take in your groceries today? May I help with the carpool? That's really what service is all about. It's the little things that we do every day to make life easier for other people. Natasha, are we ready? I think we're having a little bit of technical difficulties here. If you're joining the show today, if you're watching the live stream, why don't you go ahead and say hello so that we can include you in the conversation? And I'm asking, how do you serve? What are you doing right now to make life easier, to make life better for yourself, your family, and your neighbors? Join the conversation. So the Lauderhill Heroes Award is scheduled for this Saturday. It's going to be at the Chateau Mar Golf Resort in the city of Lauderhill. I'm so proud of that hotel. A lot of you that's familiar with the community probably know it as the old Inverary Hotel. It's been renovated by new owners, and that hotel is actually now trademarked by Wyndham Property. So it's actually a Wyndham property. My understanding is well on its way to being a 4-star property, and that's where we're hosting the awards. Yes, Natasha?
Yeah, so it's Chateau Mar, September 10th from to 9 p.m. So we're going to be having a cocktail hour. We really want people to come out and, get dressed up, get in your cocktail attire, and come out and be a part of the experience. Yeah, we're going to have red carpet conversations, pictures, 360 photo booth, drinks, food, and it's only $25.
That part.
Yeah, it's really a minimal cost for what you're going to experience and the people that you're going to be able to be connected to. As Vice Mayor Dunn mentioned before, these are all people who are influential in the community, who are influential in their companies or in their businesses. And so I think beyond the experience that you're going to get the opportunity to come out and network and connect and possibly see how you can, collaborate with some of the people that are going to be there. So I hope that you guys can make it. And the link is in the description for you to register if you'd like to come.
All right, fantastic. Do we have something where we can share who the honorees are, Natasha?
Yeah, we can pop that up right here. I'm just gonna
while you grab that, I want to well, see, this is the thing now. I got to get all dressed up, right? So this is a great excuse for me to go and get a nice little cocktail dress and get my face made up. I am transitioning and giving my hair a break from the twist, from the braids. So I'm like, wigging it out today. Do you guys like this hair? I wonder, should I transition to it more regularly? See? I don't even know what I'm doing. All right. So while I'm having fun, y'all. So while Natasha pulls up who the honorees are, I'm going to tell you, we're doing this event as a fundraiser for the Lauderhill Health and Prosperity Partnership. This is a movement that I'm so proud of. We all have a vision for what we want to see in the community. We have a vision for a community that is healthy. A community where children go to amazing schools, where we have parks that are fun and beautiful and easy to access, a community that is safe, where our seniors feel treasured. And the Lauderhill Health and Prosperity Partnership is an initiative that I started in collaboration with our city manager, Desiree Giles-Smith, with support from our commission and senior staff, where it's bringing the community together, from residents to business owners to faith-based organizations, even youth. It's bringing the community together so that we as a collaborative can make the community what it is that we envision. And so this fundraiser, this Lauderhill Heroes Award, is going to help us to raise funds so that we can do that. And I see that somebody is saying, good morning, everyone. I love it. Hey, good morning. Thank you for watching. If you would just type your name in the chat too, so that we can see who's joining us this morning. The Lauderhill Health and Prosperity Partnership is something that I feel it's like a dream come true for me. I remember in 2012, 2013, when I was working at Florida Medical Center, going into my CEO, Gabrielle Finley Hazel, and saying to her, man, I wish there was something that we could do to unite the community around health. Mm-hmm. And this is it. That's what LHPP does.
But I even think that when you think about 2020 or prior to 2020, when we were having a conversation about the South Florida, I believe it was the health
summit. Yeah.
So it was even in that moment too, like there was a seed or an idea, but the pandemic kind of shut that down. But then now here we are again with that opportunity. So I could tell that that's something that's always been on your heart to do, kind of like a common thread throughout some of the things that you've done as well.
Oh, yeah, for sure. This has been a passion for me for years. I remember losing a dear friend of mine to breast cancer in the 90s. And ever since then, the trajectory of my career shifted. Because I don't know if you know this about me, but I started out my career after college in fashion. I was in New York. I worked for Calvin Klein Jeans. And then when I lost Natasha to breast cancer, that's when my whole career kind of shifted into social services. And that's when I made the decision to use my life for good.
Yeah.
To make things healthier and happier. All right. So you have the honorees up?
So I have the banner with our honorees. We have...
Woohoo! These are the folks that we're honoring, you guys.
Yes.
And you will notice there that Senator Rosalind Osgood is one of the honorees. You'll see that our wonderful principal at Larkdale Elementary, Miss Carla Hart, is one of our honorees. Our dear Major, oh my gosh, I can't believe I just drew a blank.
Michael Santiago?
Oh, yes. Major Santiago is one of our honorees. The CEO of the Urban League of Broward County, Dr. Jermaine Smith-Baugh, is an honoree. And who are some of the other honorees?
We have Sonia Artwell. She is in the health category. Tindika, who is with the city of Lauderhill as well. We have Miss Barone McMain.
Oh my gosh. Parkway Middle School. She is a powerhouse over at Parkway, created a mentorship program. We have Miss Taylor too, right?
Yes.
She's a Lauderhill Shines graduate, but she's being honored in the healthcare category because she created a foundation for folks who are affected by cancer. And yes, we have somebody saying Miss Michelle Talbert. Woot, woot. Michelle from her Power Space is one of our honorees. And Tim, who is the general manager over at FASMA USA, Lauderhill's multinational organization. They make lifeboats.
Yeah. We also have Dr. Isaacson.
Dr. Isaacson is the emergency medicine physician over at Florida Medical Center.
Jeff Miller. I love the name. The Talawas, I think, is the name of his football group. I really, really love that name.
Yeah. The Talawas. They're exciting.
Yeah. And then we have Alexis Evans, who's also in Lauderhill Shines as well.
Yeah. She's in the entrepreneurship category, right?
Yes. Yeah, entrepreneurship. And then Katuria. I know I might be pronouncing her name incorrectly, but Katuria.
Is she the lady that is with one of who was really helping out her neighbors? Even she's the one with the autistic son, right? Yes. Oh my gosh, you guys, powerful story. And so one of our viewers saying congratulations to all of the honorees, indeed. So Natasha, what, if we can go back to us, what can folks expect when they come to the event? I heard you talk about a red carpet moment. Talk to me about that.
All right. So, like I mentioned, it's really going to be an experience. This is our opportunity to really not only celebrate the honorees, but also to come out and have a good time and celebrate yourselves, right? So, if you can imagine going to the Oscars or going to the Grammy Awards here in Lauderhill, we're going to try to replicate that as best as we possibly can. So, I hope that you guys will be here for the inaugural event. We're going to have the cocktail hour from 6 to 7 p.m. So, you'll get an opportunity to mix and mingle, network, listen to some music. Music by DJ Gale during the
who is a Lauderhill resident and one of our LHPP partners.
Yes. So a Lauderhill resident. Then we're gonna have food by People's Choice, Island Fusion. So if you're vegan or vegetarian, then we'll have options for you too. We're definitely thinking about you. We'll have drinks and cocktails provided by
Liquid Paradise.
Liquid Paradise.
Oh my gosh. So let's pause for a minute, you guys. Yes. Let's pause for 1 minute. Do you know what I love about this community? I love this business community's ability to and willingness to give back and to serve. So People's Choice had been in the city of Lauderhill for over 30 years. They're on the east side along 31st Avenue. Well, I mean, I love their shrimp and the curry shrimp. It's so delicious.
That sounds good.
Island Fusion is brand new to the city. They have amazing smoothies, and they're located right by Lauderhill Sports Park. And then the Liquid Paradise is one of our newer businesses that's currently working on opening in the arts and entertainment district. Now, all three businesses are in different stage of growth in our city of Lauderhill, and all three of them are Lauderhill Shine certified businesses.
And that's
sorry. I just had to pause there for a minute, Natasha. To dig up,
you're like,
dig them up.
Yeah, and they all were, just so willing and generous and wanted to say yes to really support, this movement and support the vision that you had to bring community together and to honor people who are, serving our community. So then we have the cocktail hour. Then we're gonna transition into the actual award ceremony, and there you'll really get an opportunity to hear more about each one of the honorees and their stories. We have about a minute and a half video where you'll get a little bit more about their background, learn why they are a Lauderhill hero, right? Get even more connected with them in that way.
Man, I have to tell you, recording these videos, so I remember doing the interviews with all of the honorees and really kind of sharing their stories. And I have to tell you, these folks are beyond amazing. And, one of the things that I've learned as a success coach is that we all have our journey. You may see Dr. Jermaine Smith-Barr right now. She is leading a nonprofit organization that is transforming Broward County as we speak, right? The Urban League of Broward County is very impactful. They impact a lot of lives in Broward County. But she hasn't always been the CEO of the Urban League, right? She has a journey. She has a story to share. And I think it's really interesting that folks understand that it's a process, right? And for you to see someone like Dr. Jermaine Smith-Barr or like Dr. Isaacson or Tim from FASMA and say, you know what, if they can do it, so can I. It's possible for me too. And that's why it was so important, Natasha, for me to create this space so that we can honor them for their service, but then also so that we can see something to aspire to.
Yeah, I love that. And I think there's a saying that goes something like every overnight success is like 10 years in the making. And I think
Yeah. Oh, yes.
it's like sometimes we see, where the person is and the position that they're in at this time in this moment, right? But we really don't know the journey and the struggle. And I think that part is so important for others to be inspired by, to know that, you just got to keep going despite the obstacles, despite situations that might pop up. You just have to keep going and overcoming and reaching and striving for your dreams and your goals, So I love how people can be inspired by it and empowered by just their stories, right?
Yeah. No, that was really amazing. And one of the, I'm not to give it away, but one of the honorees, her story is so powerful. She has an autistic child. And just to see what she was able to do for her child and also for other children in the neighborhood. And she's not somebody that's rich. She's not someone that have a big job. She is just a mother who wants more.
Yeah.
Simple. And it's so important for us to make sure that gratitude and giving is a part of our daily practice, right? It's so important. So, all right. So they have the red carpet and, the glitz and the glam. They'll be able to take their photos, do the photo booth, enjoy some really good food and cocktails. Then they transition into the award ceremony. What is that going to be like? I know we're going to be sharing the stories of the honorees, but will there be entertainment too? I hate when it's like just talking heads.
Yes, we will definitely have entertainment, and one of our secured entertainment that we have is Jordan. He is a guitarist and he is phenomenal, really engaging, and he is also a Lauderhill resident. So
yes. You didn't tell me that part.
I didn't tell you that, but I'm going to drop the mic here and let you know.
Okay, wait. So this is like literally Lauderhill honoring Lauderhill. Really, to think about it, right? Because all of the businesses that are providing the food, they're Lauderhill business owners, and some of them are also Lauderhill residents. And then now in the entertainment part of it, it's by a Lauderhill guitarist. I love that.
Yeah. So, we're bringing community into this community-focused or centric event. And then, beyond that, we're going to have the commissioners, the mayor, city manager, and yourself as vice mayor, and just talking about not only the event, but also what is LHPP. So if you've heard of LHPP and you probably want to know more and learn more about what's coming, this is going to be the opportunity for you to. This is
the opportunity.
Learn more and see how.
So Monique is saying super excited for this.
Yes,
her tickets today. Oh yes, Mo, I'm so excited. Thank you. The link to get your tickets is right now in the caption. Please go ahead and buy it. The ticket's only $25, and it's 100% of the money really goes back into. Well, after we pay for the event, the money goes back into the LHPP program so that we can continue to do stuff around education. I know the Education Subcouncil is going to be taking on a project to help kids read better in Lauderhill. So, the funds that we're raising will help to support that. I know the Built Environment Committee is taking on promoting a plastic-free Lauderhill, right? To ensure that we have a clean and a clean environment. And so they're taking that on. So this, the proceeds from this event will really go to good use. And I'm super excited for it.
Yeah. And that's what I love that the LHPP really touches on all the different facets and aspects of community and how to create healthy communities. Because I think a lot of times when you think about healthy communities, you're thinking just eating better or exercising, but not necessarily thinking about how built environment. And this is something that I learned from you, because I never thought about it from that scope or from that broad view, how built environments can actually affect our access to fresh food or access to areas that we could walk and be healthy, you know? So I think that you guys should definitely come out and learn more about what LHPP has to offer, what LHPP is going to transition into, because I know that there's some big things coming that are going to be announced at the event.
Yeah. And I don't think a lot of people realize too, Natasha, I mean, you just brought up a good point. I don't think a lot of people realize that the health of a community, only 40% of the health of a community or an individual have anything to do with going to the doctor. You know, it's about education. It's about your economic mobility. Like, can you access livable wage jobs? Can you access the training and education that you need in order to create a pipeline to prosperity for yourself and your family? Do you, as a small business owner, have access to capital, have access to the resources that will help you to become an entrepreneur that can start or scale a business right here in the city of Lauderhill? That's part of creating a healthy community. You know, it's making sure that our kids are reading on grade level. It's making sure that our schools and our teachers have the resources that they need in order to teach our kids, right? It's working with our police department to ensure that our officers are trained and doing well, and that the community is working together, that neighbors are helping neighbors, that, you know, we have a cohesive community that have access to fresh food, that have access to walkable trails and great parks, and that there are spaces and places for us to thrive in the city of Lauderhill. And that's what Lauderhill Health and Prosperity Partnership is about. And everybody, that's why we call it a partnership, because all of us have a role to play in making Lauderhill a healthy and prosperous community where families thrive. We all have a role to play. And if you're watching this, one way that you can help is by buying a ticket to this gala. Well, I was calling it gala. Not yet. This cocktail. This Lauderhill Heroes Award. And it's only a $25 investment.
Yeah. And I'm even thinking in this moment that even if you're not able to be there, if you're not able to come to the event on Saturday, still buy a ticket, you know, buy a ticket in support of the event, in support of the mission. And, you know, you could probably even just let us know. DM Vice Mayor Dunn, you could DM me.
Oh, don't DM me, because I don't check my DMs.
Okay, well, scrap that. You can
if you have ever DM'd my Vice Mayor page, just know that I don't check it. And I want to explain what that is. So, you know, everything that we do on social media, on the Vice Mayor's page, I'm really conscious and intentionally separating it, right? Because the public should have the ability to do a public records request. And so while we're archiving the conversations on the social media channels for my commission page, archiving the chat is a little bit more difficult. So I really don't respond to DMs. But you can text me. My number is 786-728-7867. So if you, I forgot what you said, and when you suggested for them to DM, but you can text me.
If they bought a ticket and they're not able to attend, and maybe they want to give that ticket away, you know, you have your Hibiscus girls who might want to attend, or maybe there's another organization that has young girls or young boys, and this would be a great space for them to be in, you know, just to see some of these amazing leaders and community leaders, and connect with them and see what Lauderhill Heroes and LHPP is all about. So if you'd like to sponsor a group of young kids, or if you'd like
a great idea.
Table, yeah, I think
that's a great idea. And the tables are super cheap, right? They're only $250 for a table, for a table 10.
Yes.
Are we still accepting sponsors and donations and all that?
We are accepting ads right now, and
oh no, I don't think no more ads. No more ads. She's sending it to the printer.
I think in the windows like this.
Yeah. No. She's sending to the printer, but you can still buy a table, and then if you want to make a contribution, you certainly may. You can go to Lauderhill-FL. Let me put that in the chat so you guys will get that.
Yes. So you can still, and with regards to the sponsorship, we have different sponsorship packages and levels. So it's not just for the event, but there's an opportunity for you to be able to be an ongoing sponsor for what we have coming up for LHPP. So if you're interested, you can certainly text Vice Mayor,
or go to the website. The sponsorship
yeah.
package is there too. Lauderhill-fl.gov/heroes. I'm super excited for this, Natasha. Tell us the details one more time, and then let's close out with a video.
Okay, so it's Lauderhill Heroes Award, Saturday, September 10th.
This Saturday, like 3 days from now.
This Saturday, September 10th, from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., we're going to have an hour for cocktail hour for you to mix and mingle. Then we're going to go in for the award show, or the award ceremony, let me say that. And then you'll get an opportunity to learn more about the 19 honorees that we have selected in the various categories. And then, aside from that, I'm trying to think, what else do I need to tell you? Just get your tickets.
Yeah,
get your
tickets, and then come out in your cute little cocktail attire.
Yes.
We'll have a photographer. There'll be a videographer. So this is a really great time, you guys. For those of you who are entrepreneurs looking for great content, this will be a content worthy evening for sure. Right? For sure. All right, everybody. So again, thank you so much for watching. I do invite you to attend and buy your tickets to the Lauderhill Heroes this afternoon. If you do want to sponsor or buy a table, that opportunity is still available as well. Go to lauderhill-fl.gov/heroes. And I just put that link in that website in the chat. Oh, I'm so excited. You know, service is and abundance is a cycle of giving and receiving. So my encouragement to you today is to make gratitude and service a daily practice for you. You will see a huge difference in the amount of abundance that come into your life. So remember, be kind and loving to yourself today, because you absolutely deserve it.
It all begins with one. The power of one, coming together to change the world. Join Vice Mayor Melissa P. Dunn and the City of Lauderhill for the first annual Lauderhill Heroes Award, recognizing ordinary people doing extraordinary things. Celebrate the power of one. See who's making a difference in Lauderhill at 6 p.m. September 10th at the Chateau Mar Golf Resort. Bring the family, invite a friend. Tickets are only $25 and available at lauderhill-fl.gov/heroes.